For a century, people have been tuning in to radio broadcasts for everything from music to news and beyond. But now, it's a medium in danger of going silent. We will introduce you to the group of artists fighting to keep the airwaves alive. You're watching CBS Saturday Morning. This month marks the 100th anniversary of the start of the golden age of radio. A century ago, listeners heard the first radio show by Warner Brothers, the first episode of the Grand Ole Opry, and the debut of some of America's landmark stations. But today, the radio industry is trying to remain on stage amid a crush of competition for your ears. As Scott McFarland shows us, it's a group of unexpected artists fighting to keep the curtain open.
Inside St. Paul the Apostle Church, the second largest church in New York, Father Dave Dwyer celebrates Mass.
I believe in the Holy Spirit. Graciously make holy these gifts.
But even this might be
that is sacrificed for others.
His smallest audience of the week.
The Busted Halo Show with
Father Dwyer is the host of Busted Halo, the afternoon drive radio show on SiriusXM's Catholic channel.
We call it Busted Halo because we're not perfect. But
it does not sound like Sunday Mass.
What are your Advent questions?
While some in the radio industry are downsizing and using automation instead.
This was the announce booth where there would be somebody saying the daily news, I guess. And we've resituated a little bit for use today for satellite radio.
Dwyer is part of the industry's efforts to find its better angels and bring live, unique talent back to the studio.
Let's go to Dusty in Cave Spring, Florida. Hello, Dusty.
Dwyer does what podcasts can't, taking live calls and live questions. His segment called Mass Class explains what's happening during Sunday service.
The Mass is meant to be experienced more than it is to be, read.
Lots of jokes and high-energy, secular music.
You don't talk about politics.
Occasionally. Sometimes I'm tempted to go there.
But more than anything,
again, for me, it's that it is more comfortable and like slipping on an old shoe.
He's capitalizing on the unique power of radio.
I've had people over the years say, Father John at my local parish, he's my pastor, and I see him on Sunday, but you're my priest, which is very moving to me. Answer your questions of faith.
Dwyer says this unique assignment is part of his calling. In college, he was a morning show DJ and later worked at MTV when in 1993, his life was transformed.
You went to see the Pope with the crowd in Denver. That changed everything?
It did change everything.
In search of Christ.
Attending Pope John Paul II's World Youth Day in Denver, Dwyer saw the light.
I'd helped out at church and done other things at Mass, but never thought about priesthood before in my life. And it was fairly clear that that's what God was inviting me to. But then I thought, but I've also been working in media and radio and television, and is there a way that these two things might happen to come together?
In Upper Marlboro, Maryland, two worlds have come together for Aaron Graves.
Make it like it's a sports segment of the local news.
By day, he's Mr. Graves, the high school teacher and baseball coach.
Who didn't do the news story read yet?
By night,
on flies, me Hercules, give you
he's a 90s hip-hop and R&B DJ. He heard Coast to Coast on satellite radio's Fly channel.
When you tell one of your students, I'm on the radio at night, do they know what you mean?
They actually don't. Because they're used to streams, they're used to podcasting.
Graves grew up listening to his music on radio and wants to keep music radio alive for his students' generation.
The funny part of this is their parents know who I am. And when their parents find out, oh yeah, Hercules is my teacher, they got to come in to meet me and they want to, wait, that's you? Like, I've been listening to you since I was in middle school. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So
it's their parents who know.
The parents know, and then the parents trickle down to the kids.
Radio's dominance in the 20th century helped give rise to rock and roll, introducing America to the Beatles, punk, disco, and hip-hop. Explaining the music, enhancing the music for listeners were DJs.
It goes back to my initial training in radio, creating theater of the mind.
You think music listener should hear somebody tell the story?
I think personalities, we accent the music, right? We allow what a song story may be to live through us, if you do it the right way.
Hi, it's CBS-FM.
Bill Lee is wrapping up his 54th year as a disc jockey.
Boom!
And his nickname isn't subtle. It's Broadway.
I'll go, I'm Broadway Bill running them liquid lips. And that's a signature move that I do, so immediately people know who they're listening to.
Yeah!
His talent is one of a kind.
You got to fight for your right, signal for your left, and if you're between the line, you might find it's a good time for a little prayer.
One of your colleagues said if you listen to Bill introduce a song, it's like listening to a poem.
Yeah. Well, how much content can you put into 8 seconds? You better make it something that's entertaining. And because it's only 8 seconds, you better do it quickly, so it better be like that. So the quicker you speak, the more intelligent you sound. And the more things you rhyme, also the more intelligent you sound. So I can even say something that's gobbledygook as long as it makes sense and can really cook.
Natural.
Used to be.
Lee says radio has a future if it summons the theater and excitement of its past.
I'm going to have you dancing like a trunk full of skunk.
At WCBS Radio, owned by the Odyssey Company in Manhattan, Lee's nighttime show is a show. Using his distinct style and pop music from the 80s.
I just want to win!
To convince mom and dad to turn on the radio with their kids.
Do you try to reach young people?
We accidentally do. There's nothing they can do about it. I mean, it starts the same way it worked for us, you know? Kids in the back seat, dad's controlling the radio.
And turn teens and 20-somethings into radio consumers. 100 years after the beginning of its golden era, radio, with its artistry and its hustle, still has a prayer.
Making that little sacrifice reminds us of the much bigger sacrifice.
And its unexpected stars still have faith. For CBS Saturday Morning, Scott McFarlane, New York.
Nicely put, Scott.
And it's interesting with SiriusXM, especially with satellite radio, you don't have to be listening to an actual radio. You stream it, you can stream it anywhere. And it's the only way I find that I get new music that I'm not looking for.
Exactly.
Like, I have all the normal stuff.
I love the curation. I love it.
Exactly.
And we got our start in radio, WHUR-FM, my news radio. Like, that was radio.
That started your career.
It started our careers. So, folks, tune in. Tune in.